Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back. Okay. So, yesterday we were discussing the unit 6 and we have finished it. And today we are going to go for the unit 6 reading, which we call the Tetris. So, the question is, have you ever played this type of game in which the blocks are coming, you have to arrange it? This game, which you can see in the picture. This game is called Tetris. Anybody who played? Nobody played. So let's study about this. It's non-fiction reading. So let me ask from Mariam, if you can tell me, what does it mean by non-fiction reading?
Sorry, sir, I don't have any idea, and I'm sorry was come so late. Text send in message.
Okay. Lots of chicanery is going on in our country, beating the bushes, active and unconscious mind, capacities of place. Okay, fine. Okay, so yes, non-fiction reading is a reading in which is based upon reality. Non-fiction readings are those readings which are based on reality. Fiction readings are those readings which are just imaginary. Clear? So this is reality. It means this is talking about the reality, this reading. So let's see. Do you like video games? Yes. No, I don't. I loved video games. I used to play Call of Duty, Max Payne, Mario, Super Mario, and Tekken 3. So these are the games that we used to play in our past time. Lots of people do, of course, lots of people do. And there are many types of video games. Some people like action games, other people like driving games, but the most popular game of all time is a puzzle game. Puzzle means confusing game in which you have to use your brain. You have to use your wit. Now, Tetris is a game about making lines. Now, this game is called Tetris. The blocks fall from the top of the screen. They fall one at a time. The player moves the blocks once the blocks hit the bottom. So the player has to move like this and bring it to the bottom, to niche. They are locked in place. Players try to make lines go across the screen with no gaps. So there should be no gaps. For example, you have to completely mesh like this with 3, 3. Then it reduces the line. This gives players more room. The blocks pile up during the game. Pile up means you have to arrange it. Pile up, you have to arrange the lines. The game ends when the blocks get to the top of the screen. If you cannot pile those blocks, so when it reaches the top screen, the game is over. A man named Alexei made Tetris in 1984. Okay, in 1984. All the pieces in Tetris have 4 blocks. It has 4 blocks. 4 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 blocks. The word tetra means 4. Alexei named his game after tetra and tennis. Tennis के पास ने ये game रखा. He made Tetris while working at the Science Academy in Moscow. Moscow is in Russia. Alexei made his game on a screen that only showed letters. Only there were letters. You could not use blocks. At that time, there were no blocks, only the letters. Which kind of letters? Alphabetical letters. The blocks were made out of letters in the first game of Tetris. Then from those letters, they made the blocks, chain into blocks. Still, all Alexei's friends loved his game. It was easy to learn and fun to play. Soon, the game spread across the world. It was on every computer, It was in arcades. Arcades mean small games, small shops of games. That is called arcades. Small games, small shops of games. It came with every one of Nintendo's Game Boy. Nintendo is a company. It means in this company, it was coming. More than 100 million Game Boys were sold. Mhm. Tetris was all over the place. Even today, Tetris comes with many phones. Nowadays, Tetris, I don't play. Nowadays, like Tetris, that we have Candy Crush. Look at Candy Crush was having very high scope in the past. Dr. Richard Hire has studied Tetris players. He ran many tests. He found that playing Tetris boosts mental activity. If you are playing this game, it boosts your mental activity. Of course, you have to use your brain. It's not an easy game. Dr. Hire thinks the Tetris is good for the brain. I agree with this finding. Now go and play some Tetris. It's just what the doctor ordered. It means these are the wording of what? Doctors. You have to go and play the Tetris, this one. I hope there is no question. Now what you have to do, you have to read this. Before reading, you have to answer one question. Do you like video games in present time? If yes, so which games? If no, so did you used to play video games in the past? So which games you used to play in the past? So you have to answer these two questions. And after that, we have to go for the reading. So yes, the first I would like to request Nayab ma'am. Yes, please.
No, sir, I never play.
In your childhood too?
No, sir.
Wow.
It's too early, sir.
Never you have played the Tetris. Never. Any game.
सर उस टाइम एक छोटी सी मोबाइल की तरह होती थी, वो हम खेलते थे, बाकी इस तरह ऐसा हमने नहीं खेली सर.
Snacks game.
मैं इतनी परमिशन ही नहीं होती थी सर, जैसे बच्चे खेलते हैं अभी.
Okay.
हम टीवी में कुछ वन और देखते थे. मेरे फादर थोड़े स्ट्रिक्ट थे, इस्लामिक टाइप थे, तो
Okay.
we never play any such type of game.
Fine.
Boys are playing, sir.
Girls play too, I hope.
Sir, no, but before, I don't think so, sir.
Okay. Fine. So yes, please proceed the reading. Nayab ma'am, read please.
Okay, sir. Did you like video games? Lot of people do. There are many types of video games. Some people like action games, other people like driving games, but the most popular game of all time is puzzle game. Tetris is a game about making lines. Blocks fall from the top of the screen. They fall once at a time. The player moves the blocks. Once the blocks hit the bottom, they are locked in a place. Player try to make lines go across the screen with no gaps. Complete the lines disappear. This gives player more room. The blocks pile up during the game. The game ends when the blocks get to the top of the screen. A man named Alexei made Tetris in 1984. All the pieces in Tetris have 4 blocks. The word tetra means 4. Alexei named his games after Tetra and tennis. He made Tetris while working at a science academy in Moscow.
Yes,
Moscow is in Moscow. Russia.
Raja.
Raja. Okay. Alexei made his game on a screen that only showed letters. He could not use blocks. The blocks were made out of letters in the first game of Tetris. Still, all Alexei friends loved the game. It was easy to learn and fun to play. Soon the game spread across the world. It was on every computer. It was in arcades. It came with every one of Nintendo Game Boy. More than 100 million Game Boys were sold. Tetris was all over the place. Even today, Tetris come with many phones. Dr. Richard Hire has studied Tetris players. He ran many tests. He found that playing Tetris boost mental activity. Dr. Hare think that Tetris is good for brain, and I agree with his finding. Now go and play some Tetris, just what the doctor ordered.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, Mariam ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Read, please.
Okay, sir. Do you like video games? Lot of people do. There are many type of video games. Some people like action games. Other people like a driving game, but the most popular game of all time is puzzle game. Tetris is a game about making lines, blocks from the top of the screen. They fall one at a time. The player move the blocks. When the blocks hit the button, they are locked in place. Players try to make line go across the screen with no gaps. Complete lines disappear. This gives players more room. The block fill up during the game. The game ends when the block get to up the top of the screen. Amen. A man named A man named Alexei made Tetris in 1984. All the pieces in the Tetris have 4 blocks. The word tetra means 4. Alexei named his game after tetra and tennis. He made Tetris while working at a science academy in Moscow in Russia. Alexei made his game on a screen that only showed letter. He could not use blocks. The blocks were made out of a letter in the first game of Tetris. Still, all Alexei's friends loved his game. It was easy to learn and fun to play. Soon the game spread across the world. It was on every computer. It was in arcades. It came with every one of Nintendo's game. Boy, more than 100 million games were sold. Tetris was all over the place. Even today, Tetris come with many phones. And Dr. Richard Hire has studied Tetris player. He ran many tests. He found that playing Tetris boosts mental activity. Dr. Hire thinks Tetris is good for the brain. I agree with this finding. Now go and play some Tetris. It is just what the doctor ordered.
Thank you so much. Tamanna. Tamanna. Tamanna ma'am. Okay. So let's go to this exercise. Nayab ma'am. What is this article about? Video games, Alexei, Tetris, blocks.
Sir, video games.
What is the goal of Tetris? To make tall piles of blocks, to match the colors of blocks, to make complete lines, to get blocks to the top of the screen.
Sir, to make complete lines.
Yeah, to make complete lines. After which is Tetris named? Fish, the number 10, Paris, or tennis?
Tennis.
Where was Alexei when he created Tetris? Paris, Russia, the United States of America, or Germany?
Sir, Russia.
Russia. What is the highest selling game of all the time? A driving game, Tetris, Call of Duty, an action game.
Sir, Tetris.
Thank you. Yes, Maria ma'am. Which event happened first? Tetris was played with letters instead of blocks. Tetris was released on the phone. Tetris was released in the arcade. Tetris was brought to the Game Boy.
C. Tetris was released in arcade.
No.
First one, sir.
First one. Tetris was played with letters instead of blocks. What is the main idea of the second paragraph? To persuade readers to play Tetris, to explain how Tetris is played, to describe different types of game, to compare Tetris to other puzzle games. This is the second paragraph. Yes, Mariam. That is B. Second paragraph explaining to explain how Tetris is played.
Right.
According to Dr. Richard, which is true about Tetris? Tetris lowers blood pressure, increases physical strength, boosts mental activity, has no positive side effects.
C. Boost mental activity.
Tamanna, do you want to participate? What happens to a block that hits the bottom and does not form a complete line in Tetris? It disappears and reappears at the bottom. It is locked in a place. The player moves the block. It gives the player more room.
First one, disappear.
No, it is locked.
It is a lock in the.
It's locked. Why did the first game of Tetris use letters instead of blocks? Alexei did not think to use blocks. Alexei thought letters were more fun. Alexei's screen could only show letters. Alexei wanted to teach people to read.
So B1, Alexei thought letter were more fun.
A. Alexei did not think to use. He did not think to use blocks.
Okay.
How does the word tetra relate to the game Tetris? Yes, for example, tetra means four. So what is the connection between tetra and Tetris? Who will give the answer?
After tennis.
No. What is the connection of Tetris with tetra?
Sir, the game played, sir, the four sides, sir, it's connected, connection with four what was, tetra means four, and there are four sides. That's why, sir.
Yes, tetra means four and it has four blocks. That is why it has been named as Tetris. How did being included with Nintendo's Game Boy help Tetris become successful? Like, Tetris game has been involved in Nintendo's game. How it was so successful?
Sir, because it boosts the mental activity. That's why, sir.
Because Nintendo was at that time, Nintendo game was so popular. When this game is involved in Nintendo's game, so people took it very interest, and that's how it becomes so popular. Because at that time, Nintendo was selling more than 100 million copies. It was top company that time. Why was Tetris so popular? Use evidence from the text to support your response.
Sir, 100 millions boys are playing this game.
Oh, the reason why it becomes so popular. Yes, yes, please, Maria Nayab ma'am. Why?
Because it was easy, and also it is benefit for brain also, and easy for playing.
Yeah, because it was a puzzle game, and people all the time love puzzle game rather than action driving. And it was also, according to Dr. Richard, it is going to boost your mental activity. So in that way, it becomes so popular. All right, now this is finished. Now, please, I have a project for you, because tomorrow and the day after tomorrow it's off on an account of 9 and 10 Muharram al Haram, and there will be no signals tomorrow and the day after tomorrow. So please, I'm giving an assignment. There are 3 families. Keep writing, please. Take a notebook. It's a project. The land I'm giving, it's 500 canal. Now let me convert this canal into miles. It becomes how many? 1 canal into meter. Let's see the meter. 505 meter. And 1 canal is equal to 505 meters. Okay, there how much land is there? 500 canal. So multiply by 505 becomes lots of meters. Okay, this is a project. Sheeps. No. Canal, there are 200 canals and 500 sheeps. And there are 3 families. First family is having 7 members. How many members? 7 members. Mother, father, 3 sons, 2 daughters. Okay. Now, second family. Second family is having 6 members. But let's make it 5 members. Mother, father, 2 sons, 1 daughter. 5 members. Third family are having 4 members. Okay. Mother, father, 1 son, and 1 daughter. And overall, they all are as one family. They all are as one family. It means they are uncles. They are connected to each other. They are living at this 200 canal area, and they have how many sheep? 500 sheep. Now, what is the situation? Situation is that they have no money, yes, no income. They have no money and no income. They have no money, they have no income. Now, what you have to do is, how will these family convert these lands? How will these convert these sheeps? sorry, and land into income. This is the project. Okay, condition number 1. Conditions. No selling. You cannot sell the land, you cannot sell the sheep. Please, no selling. Okay, okay, I have to sell the sheep, I have to sell the land, I will make the money. No, no selling. You have to introduce a project here. How will they? For example, you have to give them the proposal. How will you give them the proposal? They don't want to sell. Now you are the project manager. Which kind of projects you will give to them? You have 200 canal area, 500 sheep they have. So the question is that, so you have to distribute 200 canal to these families. Now, how will you distribute? 100 canal distribute to first family, 50 canal you distribute to this, 50 canal you distribute, or 70 canal to this one, 70 canal to this one, 60 canal to this one. Like, how will you distribute? And how will you distribute the sheeps? And after sheeps, like 40 or 20 canals, so you have to introduce the farming. Which kind of farming? Rice farming, tomato, what? Like, how will you use the sheeps? How will you distribute the sheeps? What about the sheep's milk? How will you produce the milk? Who will take the milk from these sheeps? Suppose you have given 150 sheeps to first family. So how will they use? Who will take care of the sheeps? The father will take care, 2 sons will take care, or the first son will take, or the second son will take care. How they will use? So this is a project for 2 days. Any question?
Sir, can we take help from someone else, sir? Or not, sir?
Of course you can take help, but there is a family, and suppose there are lots of families in Pakistan and Afghanistan. They have too many sheeps. They have land. They don't want to sell. They don't know what to do. Now use your brain, use your wit. Like, how will you distribute 200 canal area to these families? How? 100 to this one, and after 500 sheep. How will you distribute? And even after distributing, that is not okay. Okay, you distributed 100 to this and 200 sheep to this. Now, how will these family use? How will this family convert those into income? 100 canal, how will they will use? On 20 canal, they will harvest. On 20 canal, they will farm the sheep. On 20 canal, like what? And who will do? The mother will do, the father will do, first son will do, the second son will do, third son will do, first daughter will do, second daughter will do. This is the project. Now, how will you do it? Very easy. You have to take the chart. Have a chart, at least 1 chart or 2 charts, as you wish. Chart. First, so draw. Suppose draw the draw 200 canal area. Suppose 50 canal. So draw a small block. 500 canal, they will construct how this is their house. 10 canal farming, 10 canal sheep, like draw. And after that, at the beginning, at the bottom, description should be given. Clear, Nayab ma'am, Mariam ma'am and Tamanna, the project?
Yes, sir.
Mariam, did you understand? Very good. So let's see how strong is your hemisphere. Clear? So
yes,
और ऐसे बहुत families हैं, ऐसे बहुत जिनके पास ज़मीनें हैं, but they don't know how to change into income without selling.
Sir, we will write a project step by step.
Yes, step by step, or you can tell the some you can write the summary of it.
Okay, sir.
So tomorrow and the day to tomorrow, it becomes 18 and 19. It becomes a Wednesday and Thursday. Inshallah, we will have class on Friday then.
On Friday, sir, we will submit this project.
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then thank you so much. May Allah bless you, bless your family, bless the entire globe. Take care. Allah Hafiz, and see you, man Allah.
Okay, sir. Allah.
Allah Hafiz, sir. May Allah bless you too.
Ameen.